video. My name is Jimmy. Today we're going to be doing another sketch tutorial. Before we get into it today, just hit that subscribe button please, and smack that like button and hit the notification bell so that you can see more of our tutorials and other gameplay, because that'd be pretty nice. You wouldn't want to miss out on that stuff. So let's get into it today. I am going to run this list of commands I have set up here. Also, our purple dot thing, our purple friend Fred. You remember, if you watched the video last time from Motion, you'll remember our purple dotted friend. I named him Fred, and I gave him another friend named Gregory. Fred and Gregory are going to be joining us today, and so I'm going to run the command. So he says, "Hello, I am Fred. I wonder what your name is." And then these stuff happens and all that. So you may notice a few things. The colors changed, the background changed, and his size changed. So I'm going to be showing you all of the stuff that happened. So what happened at the beginning was, so he said hello. I waited 1 second. I made him say, "I am Fred," wait 1 second, and then think, "I wonder what your name is," for 2 seconds. Now, I didn't have to put these 1 seconds here, but because I wanted to show you guys what this does, and it makes him say hello for 2 seconds. Now, whenever he says just regular hello, it just goes on forever. And the syncing thing is basically these two, except for a different speech bubble. So also we're going to get into costumes next. So his first costume is the purple one. We can switch it. There is a command where you can switch it to costume 2 and costume 3. And it's this silly little thing right here. So I'm going to switch it to costume 2, and as you can see, he went to costume 2. Okay, so now we're going to go to next costume, which makes him go to the costume afterward, and then I'm going to make him go to costume 2 again, which is the one behind him, and then go to next costume twice. Now, if you press next costume on your last next costume, then it will go back to the first one. So that's just a really easy way of making animations, is just running in next costume. GIFs, you just run a forever code of next costume or backdrop. So actually, switching backdrops and going next backdrop is basically the same thing as switching costumes and going to the next costume, except for it does the backdrop, and you can see the backdrops are here, and I'll get into all of this coding later. Alright, so next we have the change size. So as you can see, I can make him bigger, and whenever I set his size back to 100%, that sets him to his original size, which is the size which you would see in here whenever you're zoomed out all the way. So yeah. So we're going to changing the size changes his size. You can also do negatives, like negative steps, and he will shrink. Alright, so also we have the color effects. It can also be fisheye effect, but since it's the same color, you won't see the fisheye or whirl effect. However, we will get to show off the pixelate effect, okay, and that's a pretty cool effect. We can clear graphic effects, and that's what it does. It clears all of the effects. We can change the mosaic effect, which breaks it up into all of these little squares. Oh, that's really cool. That's really neat. Holy cow, that's weird. Dang. So eventually, it looks like it goes back to original one, and we can just, so if we do this and then set mosaic effect back to 0, it will set it back to 0, just like size. And we have this brightness. We'll change the brightness, and then we can set that back to 0. And then the one that I use the most is the ghost effect, to make things fade in, and out. So you can always do that, and then show and hide. Have you ever wanted something to just randomly disappear in your animation? Well, you can do it now with this hide. Also, if you want, so like let's say you have everything hiding for like a really cool thumbnail that you have, but you want everything to just want everything to show up whenever the flag is clicked so that your animation will actually work right. Well, now you have the show button. So now you have go to front layer. So let's say Gregory is on top of Fred in the animation, but then we want Fred to get on top of Gregory. So what you do is you go to the front layer, and then you can always, so we're going to go to Fred, go to front layer, or you could always go forward just one layer if he's like the only one there. Now, layers, the amount of layers is dependent upon how many sprites there are. You go up in front of one sprite every time you change the layer by 1, or the opposite, you go down one sprite if you change negative layers like that. So, and then costume number, backdrop number, and size. We will get into those because those all happen with operators. So we'll get into that with the variables. I might just skip operators because that works hand in hand with variables. So that is going to do it for our episode today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in another tutorial. Bye bye.